Hello, everyone. How's it going? Forgot to update that. Sorry. Well, welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream here today. And we got a great one here. The final commentary of February. It is between the San Jose Sharks and the Calgary Flames here tonight. How's everybody doing? Wow, we got a big crowd in here already. Oh, my goodness. For a regular season game? Really? Wow. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. I appreciate you seeing all here. And why is my camera frozen? Why is it doing this? There we go. All right. What's up, Lee? How we doing? We got 93 people in here. What the hell? Wow. What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome to this live commentary stream between the San Jose Sharks and the Calgary Flames here tonight. You take a look at these two teams here and their overall records. Calgary, 23, 27, and 6. They find themselves towards the bottom of the NHL and struggling this year, obviously. Well, the San Jose Sharks are pushing for a playoff spot. 27, 24, and 4. What's up, Anna? Welcome to the commentary. Both these teams looking for 2 points tonight. Again, San Jose looking to get above the playoff line. They're fighting with the LA Kings and the Seattle Kraken and numerous other teams in the Western Conference trying to get into a playoff spot. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you enjoy the commentaries, subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the stream. And let's get ready for Puck Drop coming up here in just a moment from SAP Center. It is San Jose's first game back from the Olympic break. Again, starting goaltenders on both sides here, and I believe I mentioned that. Projected goalies. Oh, shoot, I forgot to make the graphic. I apologize. I'll just say them off here. Yaroslav Askarov is in net for the Sharks, and Dustin Wolf is in net for the Flames. I apologize. I forgot to do the graphic. Do I think Celebrini's a stud? Yes. Macklin Celebrini is a certified stud. That is definite. All right, still in a commercial break here, getting ready for the start of period number 1 in just a moment. Again, as always, I appreciate all of you guys being here in the stream and tuning in. A good crowd here to start. All right, all that stuff's turned on. Perfect. We are ready to go for Puck Drop here from San Jose. It is the 10th live commentary stream for the San Jose Sharks all time in Watch with Nordic history. That's a feel-good moment there, obviously. It is a matchup between two Pacific Division teams here in the return from the Olympic break. Showing off Ryan Warsofsky here on the bench. Second season as the Sharks head coach. On the other side, Ryan Huska, head coach of the Calgary Flames. Here we go. It's Puck Drop here from San Jose between the San Jose Sharks and the Calgary Flames. And we are underway. Face-off is won here by the Sharks. It's banked off the boards by Will Smith. Calgary trying to get it down low. It's dumped back into the Calgary end. Grabbing it then behind the net. Dustin Wolf off the boards then on the right side. Played away then to center. Klingberg back over then for Cournot. Almost got sent on one on a breakaway. Taken back then by the Sharks. Orlov over a shot. And fanning on that one down low there in the corner was Chernyshov, who was in the lineup tonight for the Sharks. Will Smith, cross-ice pass to Celebrini. Macklin Celebrini picks it up down low then. Chernyshov feeds it in front. That one is blocked. Klingberg on the right side up top. Puck is banked all the way back into the San Jose zone. Sorry, that's Sherwood, not Chernyshov. My apologies. Here's Dmitry Orlov now grabbing it into the defensive zone, breaking it out now through center. Eklund, cross-ice pass then down low behind the net. Grabbing it then in the corner. And below the line, Eklund shoots it on, blocked. And the Flames take it back through center. Joel Farabee banks it off the boards, back down low then into the San Jose zone. Ferraro battling for now with Farabee. Pass in front. Klapka can't tuck that puck. Shot up top then. Weegar broken away. Here come the Sharks. 2-on-1. It's Misa with Toffoli. Pass over. Deflected by a Calgary Flame and back all the way to center. Grabbing it then down low is Orlov. Banked off the boards, back then into the Calgary zone. Grabbing it then is Zach Whitecloud here for the Flames. Whitecloud pass back to Frost. Frost stolen back then by the Sharks. Kurashev taking it now through center. A backhand over is broken up then by Wenberg and broken away by Calgary. 2-on-1. It's Gridden with Coleman. Gridden comes in off the post. Matvey Gridden with a post hit. And still no shots here in this first period. Banked down low behind the net, then fed back up top. Gridden to Harley. Back at the point now, Parekh. Shot on is blocked. Now Orlov picks it back up here for San Jose. He'll break it through center. Now Dickinson up to Wenberg. Wenberg fires it in on Wolf. He'll make the save. Here's Parekh back down low then for Adam Klapka. Klapka will clear it down low then into the San Jose zone. Ferraro off the boards to Reeves. Ryan Reeves poke checked away then by Liljegren to center. Dump back down low then by Calgary. Liljegren cleared back into the zone. Now Yan Kuznetsov off the boards for Weegar and dumped back down low into the San Jose end. Again, starting goaltenders Askarov and Wolf. No shots so far to open up this first period. We're about 3 minutes in. Scoreless in SAP Center. Into the zone now. It's Ferraro. Pass up to Reeves. A shot. And I believe that one goes high and wide. What's up, Tim? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Here's Backlund now off the boards. Regrouping down low is Klingberg. Fed across ice pass to center. Off the board, Celebrini to Smith. Celebrini in front to Smith. Deflected just wide of Wolf. Calgary gets it back now. Huberdeau cross ice. Banked off the boards and back into the Flames end. Sherwood will pick it up to center. Into the zone, Celebrini. Up top now, down low to Smith. Will Smith now looking for options. Try to feed a cross ice pass. It's blocked in front there by Kadri. Kuznetsov trying to poke check that one way as well. Sharangovich. Pass back over then for Weegar. Mackenzie Weegar here. Still no shots 4 minutes in. Kadri comes in. Fires it. Deflected off of Askarov. Pass in front. Denied by Zary. Played back up top now. Kuznetsov at the point. Shoots it on. Blocked yet again. Sharks get it back now through center. Misa try to send a 1-on-0 breakaway. He'll battle for it in the corner now with Kuznetsov. Banked around to the right side. Eklund to Misa up top. Shot there. Goes wide from Desharnais. Now Dickinson. Behind the net here on the right side. Farabee will clear it off the boards back to center. Misa. Pass back over then. Dickinson to Desharnais. Will dump it down low into the Calgary zone. Picking it up then quickly on the right side is Kuznetsov. Back over then for Toffoli. Toffoli banks it back down low now behind the net. Misa fighting now with Parekh here in the corner. The two young players here. Some would argue the future of the NHL there. Shot from up top. Goes wide. Now down low grabbing it is Eklund. In the corner to Foley. 5 minutes gone in the first period. Still no shots for either team. Cross ice pass to Eklund who comes in. Shoots it into the chest of Dustin Wolf. And there's our first shot of the game. And it comes from Eklund. Thank you all for tuning in. A pretty good start here immediately in the chat. Good to see everybody in here. We got Laylee in here. We have Tim in here. Hello from Tallahassee, Florida. What's up, Gordon? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Pretty good crowd here to start. Be sure to like the stream down below. Subscribe if you're new. It helps out with the engagement. We just crossed over 5,100, as you can tell in the previous stream. Appreciate all your guys' support. Face off here now in the Calgary zone. It's Beecher versus Kurashev. It's won by the Sharks. Liljegren will clear it down low. Flames will dump it down the other way as soon as that occurs. Shots are actually 4-1 in favor of the Sharks. I guess I missed a couple of shots there. I didn't know those didn't register. That's why you don't always trust the network that is playing. Shots are 5-2. Yes, sir. Go Flames. Love to hear that. We welcome both teams here in the chat. Face off now in the Calgary zone. Won by the Sharks. Puck is cleared back to center. Racing forward with speed is Klapka. Klapka with some room. Shoots it. And off of Askarov. Back down low to the corner. Klapka Up top then, cleared around then behind the net. Klingberg racing for it. Right side, Beecher. Dumps it around behind the net, then up top. Whitecloud fires it off of Askarov, back down low to the corner. Now Klapka here battling forward with Klingberg. Klingberg, backhanded off the boards, kept in by the Flames. Ball up top. Back at the point. Pospisil a shot. That one is blocked. Sherwood fighting with Pospisil now. Celebrini played up the boards then to Smith. Smith, cross-ice pass. Over then for Sherwood, who dumps it around behind the net. All the way over for Smith. Smith, back to Ferraro. Cleared back up top. Liljegren, down low here in the corner. Ferraro, back around then for Kurashev, who fights forward with Ball in the corner. Kevin Ball now battling forward here on the right side. Flames will get it back. Regrouping now is Whitecloud. Bank to center. Liljegren. Into the zone now. Tipped in front and just wide of Wolf. Back down low here now. Kurashev trying to poke check back for it. Here behind the net. Off the boards to center. Backlund back to Wenberg. Wenberg takes it in. Deking around now down low. Shots are 6-2 in favor of San Jose. They've been the leading team here so far. Flames battling for it now on the right side. Back over to Ball. Kevin Ball on the right side. Damn, that sucks. Happy birthday, though, bro. Here's Kadri. Through the zone. Looks. Down low then for Farabee. Farabee off the boards around behind the net then. Grabbing it is Zary. He's hit against the boards. Now Dickinson battles forward alongside Orlov. Played around then behind the net. Thrown to center. Ostapchuk is that fourth line for San Jose. Will get things going. Desharnais moves into the zone. Can't get a shot on, so he'll wrap it around behind the net. Reeves back off the boards then. Ostapchuk a shot. And that one goes wide. And out of play with 12:30 to go here in this opening period. Well, a pretty fast-paced opening frame there and a scoreless hockey game here from SAP Center. Are they together? Oh my God, I didn't even intend that. I haven't changed these pennants in like 3 months. So they've been like that since like December. So it's not like that intentionally, but that is kind of funny how that ends up being the way it is. Hello from Ontario. What's up, Chris? Welcome to the stream. Let's go over the status report here for these two sides. This is per-NHL.com. The Flames held an optional morning skate. Coleman could return after missing the past 12 games because of an upper body injury. Ryan Reeves will be back in the lineup after missing a game. Dickinson will play in favor of Mukhamadullin here tonight as well. Scratches here tonight. Braden Packel and Blake Coleman. I don't believe Coleman is playing tonight. I believe Pospisil is in place of him. Yeah, it doesn't look like Coleman's... Oh, Coleman is playing. Never mind. And so is Pospisil. I wonder who's out of the lineup then compared to this sheet then. Interesting. So Braden Packel is scratched. He's not in tonight. And then on the other side for San Jose, Adam Gaudette, Pavel Regenda, and Shakir Mukhamadullin. What do I think the final score will be? Good question. I think San Jose will win. We got a lot of Sharks fans in the chat. 3-2 in overtime is what I predict. Sharks need a win. Definitely. Again, guys, this is our 10th commentary for San Jose. Absolutely nuts. We've done that many. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. Subscribe down below. We do commentary streams every single week for all 32 teams. Face-off won by the Flames. Weegar will bank it out to center. Eklund battling for it now. Coleman picks it up. Pass up top, back down low, then into the San Jose zone. Grabbing it is Misa. Misa fighting with Orlov. Behind the net now, Klingberg will dump this one around. Puck comes all the way back into the Calgary zone. Misa. Back over then for Coleman. Coleman off the boards for Gridden. Gridden banked it off the boards. Shot on, denied by Askarov. Here's Orlov now down low in the corner. Misa battling for it. Trying to get that one free. It's cleared back up top and a whistle blown here. Penalty coming up. And I think it's against the Flames. I believe power play for the Sharks coming up. 3-2 An OT for San Jose sounds delightful. Well, let's hope it happens then. Thank you for doing the Sharks. No problem. This will be our last Shark stream for a little bit. Next week, I don't believe I have a Shark stream planned. I do not. So it may be a little bit before we do the Sharks again. That's okay, though. Got to do all 32 teams like I promise. Sharks power play coming up. Face-off here won by the Sharks. Cleared back down low now to the corner. Sherwood. Right side, Smith. Down low, Sherwood. Up top, Celebrini. A shot saved by Wolf and cleared by the Flames. Flames PK is ranked top 10 in the NHL. It's been one of the best. San Jose's power play is, I believe, 10th, I believe I read. Here's Wenberg. Back down low, Celebrini. Behind the net now up top to Sherwood. Sherwood to Klingberg. Klingberg to Celebrini. Down low now, Sherwood to Celebrini. Comes into the zone. Down low, Wenberg. Pass over. Cleared away then by Calgary. Yeah, sorry, Lely. I can't do any more of these. Well, I will do one more, I'm sure. If they make the playoffs, I'll do even more of that. But you never know. There's still a month to go in the season. I'm sure I'll get them in there at least one more time. Here's Celebrini to Klingberg. Poke checked away by the Flames defense. Restricted because of your choice of employment. Got to make the money somehow. Here's Klingberg. Dropping it back then for Celebrini. Approaching the halfway mark of the period. Halfway through the power play. Sharks can't really get in the zone here to set up. Here's Celebrini up top to Klingberg. Klingberg. Down low to Celebrini. In front then to Smith. Smith to Klingberg. Back to Celebrini. Celebrini comes in. Shoots it. And blocked in front. Wenberg picking it up down low behind the net. Banked off the boards to Sherwood. Sherwood to Klingberg. Pass over then's intercepted. Sharangovich will pick it up and flick it back into the Sharks' end. They'll get their second unit out there here for a little bit. Orlov. Pass ahead then for Eklund. Eklund will break it into the Calgary zone. Bank back off the boards and down low. Cleared around now behind the net. Backlund battling for now with Misa. Misa. Ahead then for Backlund. Back over to Farabee. That'll do it for the power play. Farabee now battling for it down low alongside Dickinson. And a whistle blown here. And a penalty coming up against the Sharks. So we go from a Sharks power play to a Flames power play here now with 9:41 to go in the first. We are still scoreless. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream. It helps out the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentaries. Shots are 7-4 in favor of the Sharks. Ugh. Sam Dickinson to the box for holding. So yeah, this is our final commentary stream of February. It's been a phenomenal month. Really good month of February. Now we move into March. It's crazy how I feel like this season just started and we're already in March. It feels wild to me. This season has gone by so fast. And it's been so much fun. I've enjoyed it so much. I've never been more motivated in my entire life to do anything. Or to do YouTube. It's been so much fun. I really appreciate all your guys' support. I could not do it without you guys. Power play coming up here for the Flames. Face-off will come in the Shark zone. Still waiting to come back from commercial break. You're too fast. Oh, it's too fast. Yeah, this one's been flying by. Playoffs are almost here, though, which I'm excited for. All right, back here from commercial break. Sharks are out shooting the Flames 7-3. I think the ball is in San Jose's court to make it. You got to hope that the Seattle Kraken or LA Kings kind of tamper off a little bit, or even the Utah Mammoth to get into a wild card spot. They're going to be one of those teams that finishes right there. They'll be right there battling for a spot. 9:41 to go. Face-off here won by the Flames. Power play for Calgary. Puck is banked back out to center. Taken over then by Weegar. Weegar off the boards for Farabee. Flames power play. Bottom 5 in the NHL. Greedon up top to Weegar. Weegar now on the right side. Back to Greedon. Greedon to Farabee. Pass in front. Coronado tried getting a shot on. And broken up by San Jose and cleared back into the Calgary zone. Here's Weegar now breaking it out through center. 11 minutes gone in this first period. Kadri to Coronado. Coronado pass back to Greedon. Off the boards, Coronado shot on. Saved by Askarov and backhanded all the way into the Calgary zone. Grabbing it then quickly as Dustin Wolf behind the net then played back for Zane Parekh, who will get it up then for Connor Zary through center. Back to Parekh. Over to Sharon Govich, who comes in. Shoots it into the glove of Askarov. I will be trying to do the goaltender sheet here as I go through, and my screen is frozen. That's not good. Face-off coming here now in the San Jose zone. Looks like the commentary is still going, even though my screen is frozen. Face-off here now, won by the Flames. Up top, Parekh. Puck is banked all the way back to center. Grabbing a shred in as Eklund. Eklund comes in. Saved by Wolf. He is denied. William Eklund robbed. And there we go. It's fixed. All right. Perfect. Here's Igor Sharangovich now grabbing that puck. Sharangovich over then for Zary. Zary through center will dump it down low. Yes, that's good, Chris. Here's Backlund. On the right side, back up top, Parekh. To Backlund. Power play coming to a close. 20 seconds to go. Backlund back over to Wenberg, who will clear it down the other way. Shots are 8-5 in favor of the Sharks. Here's Pospisil as the time winds down. Intercepted by the Sharks. Power play comes to a close. Celebrini now through center. Down low now, battling with Sherwood. Shoots it on. Saved by Wolf. Now Klapka. Banked off the boards. Try to clear it to center. Sharks keep it in. Sherwood. Try to feed a pass up top. Broken up then. Dumped down low by Klingberg. Right side. Pass in front. And back to center. Grabbing it now is Desharnais. Now Sherwood. Back to Ferraro. Celebrini down low then for Sherwood. Pass back to Smith. Smith battling for it then with Celebrini through center. Kadri comes in. Shoots it. Saved by Askarov. Celebrini will take it back now for the Sharks up to Sherwood. Sherwood drops it back. Stolen back by Coronado. Coronado off the boards to center. Zary gets it back. Connor Zary here now through the zone. Orlov to Celebrini. Celebrini now battling for it with Zary. Celebrini back to Klingberg. Klingberg waits. Doesn't have a clear lane to the net. Now down low here to Foley. Kevin Ball battling for it now. White Cloud takes it back. Off the boards to center. Cleared back into the Sharks' end. And that'll be an icing here against San Jose. Sorry, guys. My clock was frozen. I apologize for that. I will resume. I kind of got distracted there. I apologize. 6:19 to go in this opening period. Scoreless here in San Jose. Shots are 9-6. Good kill by Calgary at that. Face-off coming up here now again in the Calgary end. Face-off won by the Flames. Farabee 2-on-2. Backhanded down low into the Shark zone. Klingberg back around then behind the net to Dickinson. Sam Dickinson here through center. Pass back all the way into the Calgary zone. Parekh off the boards over then for Greedon. Down low in the corner now, Dickinson. Pass in front, broken up then by the Flames. Frost back over to Klingberg. Stolen back then on the right side. Now Misa Pass back over to Dickinson, and we'll dump it down low to the Flames end. A lot of back and forth action here, if you guys couldn't tell. Coleman throws a pass over to Kurashev. Down low now below the line. Back over for Liljegren. 5.5 minutes to go. Banked ahead, then looping it around is Kurashev. Up top, shot! Goes wide. Now at the point, Liljegren. Back down low, then to Wenberg. Wenberg, pass over, deflected wide. Here's Colin Graff now down low. Trying to clear this one around behind the net, then to Wenberg. Wenberg fighting then alongside Backlund. Pass in front, stolen back then by Greedon. Thrown to center now. Coronado races for it. Ferraro off the board, stolen back then by the Sharks. Here's Wenberg. Back over then to Kurashev. Now Parekh. Down low then for Sharangovich. Sharangovich to center to Coronado. On the right side, dump back into the San Jose zone. Ferraro battling for it. Through to center. Kurashev one-on-one with Hanley. Hanley loops around. He steals the puck back. Played to Backlund. 4.5 minutes to go in the opening period. Shots 10-6 in favor of San Jose. We are scoreless. The final time these two teams will play each other. Calgary has taken 2 of the 3 so far. Bank down low now. Whitecloud behind the net. Then off the boards. Klapka try to clear it back to center. Now behind the net. Now Goudreau will pick it up. Throws it around behind the net. Then up top. Klapka takes it back. Off the boards then for Pospisil. Stolen back by the Sharks. Flames get it right back. Down low. Beecher try to throw a pass in front. And broken up by Ostapchuk. Now Kevin Ball back to center over them for Whitecloud, who will hold it down low here in the Calgary zone. Less than 4 minutes to play. Dickinson will bank it off the boards to Smith. Will Smith through center. Pass to Celebrini. A shot wide. Now Will Smith down low then for Sherwood. Stolen back by Kuznetsov. Right side Smith. Pass up top to Dickinson. Down low now with it, Celebrini. Pass back over, broken up by Desharnais. Desharnais to Smith. Smith looks, clears it around wide. And Dickinson fired it wide as well. A lot of chances for the Sharks, but they can't get them on net. Here's Smith. Below the line, stolen back then by Kuznetsov off the boards. Kadri. Cross-ice pass for Weegar. His stick shatters on the ice. That was bad luck. Now Celebrini comes in, shoots it into the chest of Dustin Wolf. That would have been funny if he had scored off of that, but it was not meant to be. 2:57 left to go. Scoreless. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Fat fingering my typing story of your life. So this is not a first time Watch with Nordic matchup. We commentated these two teams play last season. It was a 3-2 win for the Flames. Will Smith scored 2 goals. Adam Klapka and Morgan Frost scored 2 for the Flames as well. It was a 3-2 win for Calgary at the end of the game. And that was, I believe it was March of last year when that happened. Let me look at this. Let me look at the history here. Yeah, it was April 7th, actually. My apologies. That happened in April last year. It was the first time ever that we were commentating Calgary also. So, fun little component there, too. Appreciate all you guys tuning into the commentary streaming already. It's a really good start to this one here tonight. It's been an awesome month of February. We have had a great time here on the channel. But I couldn't have done it without you guys, seriously. Stanley Cup playoffs coming up here in just under 2 months. A lot of media there in San Jose. Wow. Face-off's going to come up here now. It'll be in the Calgary zone as the Sharks were getting plenty of pressure on Dustin Wolf, but Wolf has been sound. Face-off won by the Sharks. Passover then goes back up top to the point. Flames will break it now through center. 3-on-2. Backlund to Sharangovich. Back over then Liljegren now clears it off the boards to Coronado. Trying to throw a pass in front. It was broken up. Right side now to Foley. Banks it back into the Calgary zone. Misa dumps it down low. Now Sharangovich off the boards to Whitecloud. Coronado will clear it to center. Liljegren broken up in front. Dump back into the Calgary end. Whitecloud now below the line. 2:15 left to go. Shots are 12-6 in favor of San Jose. Here's Klingberg now. Cross ice pass to Wenberg. Wenberg bringing it in now. Battling for it with Gridden. Down low in the corner now. Ball. Kevin Ball on the right side. Banked off the boards down low. Coleman battling for it now with Kurashev. Back up to Gridden now through center. Matvei Gridden broken up then. Orlov will play it to center. And a whistle blown here. I think a penalty coming up against the Sharks. Or something is happening here. Not exactly sure what it is, but we stop play. Must be an offsides against the Flames. Face-off's going to come, I believe, outside the Calgary zone. Sorry, outside the San Jose zone. 1:44 left to go here in the first. Scoreless hockey game. Face-off now won by the Flames. Up top, Hanley will dump it down low to the Sharks' end. Cleared around now behind the net. Orlov over then for Klingberg. Klingberg below the line then. Orlov. Cross-ice pass through center. Perek gets it back then. Zary stolen back by the Sharks. Smith. Pass over then up ahead. Hanley off the boards for Kadri, who will dump it down low to the Shark zone. Farabee trying to feed a pass in front. Now Orlov. Off the boards then. Sherwood. Pass up to Smith. Smith looks. Fires it. Glove by Wolf. With 1:09 to go. Shots 13-6. Very, very lopsided game in terms of shots for the Sharks. Here are these last couple minutes. Yeah, I knew I was forgetting something when I didn't do the starting goaltenders thing. I knew I was forgetting something. Face-off coming here now. It'll be in the Calgary zone. A little over a minute to go. And they'll blow this one dead after Wenberg could not take the draw. Now Kurashev comes in. Face-off won by the Flames. Down low now, Kuznetsov trying to clear it off the boards. Coronado tried to play it away. Kuznetsov down low. Coronado back to Weegar. Weegar below the line. Banked off the boards and back up top there. Nair shot save. Rebounds in front. Jabbing at that puck is Graf. Can't get it on. Another chance. Goes wide of Wolf. Now Desharnais behind the net. Then to Graf. Graf below the line. Back up top. Klingberg shoots it. Blocked. Flames will get it back now through center. 3-on-2. Broken up by the Sharks. Here's Graf with some room. Comes in. Can't get the shot off as he was tied up by Sharangovich. Ball now back over to Wenberg. Wenberg in front. Down low. Graf can't get it on his stick clearly. Now Graf tied up by two Flames down low. Grabbing it then is Wenberg in the corner for Sharangovich. Wenberg gets it back in front. Kurashev, a shot denied by Wolf. Now 10 seconds to go. One last push for Calgary. Backlund will just backhand it down low into the Sharks' end. 5 seconds to go. Dickinson back to Desharnais. Dumped into the Flames' end. And that'll do it. 17 shots for the San Jose Sharks in that first period. Dustin Wolf stopped all 17 of them. And we are now through 20 minutes of play. No score here in California. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We will be back for the start of period number 2 momentarily. As you can tell, that is the clock counting down till the second period. And real quick, let me make something here for the intermission to show off. Yeah, Sharks came out swinging 17 shots in that opening frame. Forgot to do this here. Let me do the starting goaltenders and their stats real quick. All right, there we go. Dustin Wolf, 4-2-0. 2.220 goals against and a .915 save percentage. I'll show off the starting goalies on my screen. Forgot to do this before we started. I greatly apologize. Sometimes I forget. Need Askarov's pick there. So again, this is the 10th live commentary for the San Jose Sharks. It is the 9th commentary for Calgary all time. It'll be a little bit before we're live for both these teams. We have 9 commentary streams next week. We are coming back swinging. At least 9. And it might become 8. We'll see, depending on how much time I have. But a big batch of commentaries coming up next week. And again, guys, we're starting that grind to the playoffs. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. There we go. All right, updated. Sorry about that, guys. Updated Watch with Nordic starting goaltenders here. You have Dustin Wolf and Yaroslav Askarov. Dustin Wolf, 6 games commentated, 4-2-0, 2.20, .915 save percentage. Yaroslav Askarov, 2 games commentated, 1-1-0, 3.50, and an .813. Askarov hoping to improve his numbers. Furthermore, only his 3rd commentary all time. Dustin Wolf, one of the best goaltenders in Watch with Nordic history when we stream him. So there you go. I'm going to take a breather here. We'll go over that first period in just a moment. Thank you all so much for being in the stream. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement. We are crossed over the 1,000 view mark for this commentary stream. Thank you all so much. It is greatly appreciated. Shots were 17-6. 17 shots for the San Jose Sharks in that first period. Wow. They definitely gave it to Calgary, that's for sure. Pretty much did everything but score. Can't be too mad about that if you're the Sharks. Obviously, you want to score, but if you bring that pressure furthermore, you should. Jake Gensel, another multi-point game also. Just going through the multi-point games from last game that I commentated, getting them into my stat sheet here. Thank you all so very much for being in the commentary. A lot of multi-point games. Go Sharks. Love to hear that. We got Sharks and Flames fans in the chat. It's great to see all fans from different teams. We welcome everybody here into these commentary streams. We ain't biased. We ain't nothing. We're just big hockey fans. Nothing I love more coming on here and talking hockey with you guys. It's my favorite thing to do. Well, second thing probably. Number one is hanging out with family. Yeah, it is lots of fun. I appreciate you guys more than anything. All right. That is it for that game. Yep, go Sharks. Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. You guys like my hat? Tampa Bay Rays. I didn't even realize I was wearing that in the Bolts commentary. Oh my god, Mitchkov overtime winner. There's no way. Nordic, the Minnesota Wild is leading 2-1 against the Avalanche. Nice. That being said, let's take a look at the other games around the NHL currently. Obviously, there is 11 other games that were happening. Let's go through them. There is nobody from Siberia. Probably not. Let's start out with the complete games. Boston defeated the Blue Jackets 4-2. Islanders defeated the Canadiens 4-3 in overtime. John Gabriel Pageau with the overtime winner. 2 goals for Matthew Schaefer. Red Wings beat the Sens 2-1 in OT. Dylan Larkin, another overtime winner. That guy loves scoring in overtime. I just accidentally clicked out of what I was trying to get into. Hang on. Maple Leafs Panthers 5-1 win for the Panthers. 37 shots. Wow. Penguins and Devils 4-1 Penguins was your final score. Hurricanes and Lightning 5-4 win for Carolina. Sebastian Aho with the go-ahead goal and the game winner at that. Flyers and Rangers 3-2 win for the Flyers in OT. Matvei Michkov OT winner. Kraken and Blues 5-1 St. Louis. We'll be commentating those two teams a week from yesterday. Blackhawks and Predators was a 4-2 final score for the Preds also. And then the other games around the NHL, Wild and Avalanche 2-1 lead for the Wild after 40 minutes of play. Joel Eriksson Ek with 2 goals in that game. And then Oilers and Kings just got started. That game is scoreless. And then, of course, this one here also. Sharks and Flames, 0-0 after 20 minutes of play, obviously. Oh, my goodness. Taking a moment here to breathe. Go Flames. Love to hear that. 23 likes on the commentary. That's awesome. Thank you all so much for your continued support. About 6 minutes here till the start of the second period. Here from San Jose. This commentary will conclude the month of February here. I don't know if I mentioned it, but we did cross over the 1,000 view mark. Discord links expired. Oh, I apologize. I'll have to update it for next stream. Yeah, Discord server, really, I don't run that anymore. It's kind of just there at this point. Nobody really talks in it anymore. Used to be active, but I just don't have time for it anymore. Oh, my goodness. Just kind of chilling here for a moment, guys. Taking a breather. All right. One last brief commercial break here, and then we'll get ready for period number 2. Do I think the Sharks will sign Misa? Is he expiring or anything? I think they will. Isn't he on a 3-year ELC? They should sign him. But yes, I do. He should have 2 more years left on his ELC. I believe. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think he's on an ELC. So, I mean, like, they can't sign him now, but I'm sure when they get the opportunity to, they will. Ooh, that gives me a good idea. Ding, ding, ding. Forgot Connor Bedard was on an ELC, was on a last year of his deal. I think Celebrini's second last. Right? He's got 2 years. Yeah. There's a video idea for tomorrow. How much do you pay Connor Bedard? I think that'll be my video idea tomorrow. Or a short little essay, I guess, kind of video. 2 defensemen on contract right now. Yeah. Gonna have to make some decisions in the offseason. Alrighty, let's get ready for the start of period number 2 between the San Jose Sharks and the Calgary Flames. First period recap. Goals were scored by nobody. It was a scoreless opening frame there. Your stats through 17-6 were the shots in favor of the Sharks. Face-off percentage was 55% in favor of San Jose. Power plays were both 0 for 1. Hits were 12-5. And blocked shots were 6-1 Calgary. 2 points on the line. I'd say they're more valuable to San Jose than they are Calgary. But obviously you still want to win hockey games here. Second period between the San Jose Sharks and the Calgary Flames. And we are underway. Face-off is won here at center by the Flames. Back down low now. Ball off the boards. Stolen back by Klingberg. Klingberg to Sherwood, who will dump it down low then into the Calgary zone. Now on the right side here, Celebrini. Back up top. Will dump it in front. Down low now, Smith. Pass over. Broken up by Backlund to center. Orlov will clear it down low then for Sherwood. Sherwood dumps it into the Calgary zone. Wolf back over to Whitecloud. Up top, Orlov a shot. That one is blocked. Sherwood, cross-ice pass. Down low, Klingberg. Pass over, deflects in the air. And taken back by Coronado to center. Now Klingberg takes it back. Will clear it back down low. It's banked back out to center yet again. Sherwood flipping that puck with his stick. Stolen back then by Orlov, who will regroup in the Sharks' end now. Hit from behind there was Eklund. Puck is cleared back down low to the Sharks' zone. Orlov over then on the right side. Banked off the boards back into the Calgary zone. Misa behind the net. Michael Misa picks it up then up top. Shot on his block. Rebounds there. And back away then Misa. Pass up top to Ferraro. Ferraro pass over. They score! Tyler Toffoli. The direction in front. And the Sharks score the first goal of the game. It's 1-0. Tyler Toffoli assisted by Mario Ferraro on the 19th shot of the game for the Sharks. And there you go. They take the 1-0 lead. It is Toffoli's 16th goal of the season. Assists on that goal are Mario Ferraro and Michael Misa. And a nice little tip there by Toffoli at the hash marks. Deflection to the back of the net. And there you go. It is a 1-0 lead here for the Sharks. You let them get enough shots, they will eventually break through. Down low now in the corner here, battling for it on the right side is Graf. Played back up top then to the point. Through to center. Flames get it back. Zary fires it, deflected in the air. Back down low to the corner. 18-10 to go here in period number 2. Tyler Toffoli strikes first. It's 1-0. Kurashev now battling for it down low. Cleared up top. Whitecloud back over then for Farabee. Farabee drops it back. Ball a shot. That one is blocked. Now played quickly ahead then by Graf through center. Off the boards to Ball. Played back down low here now on the right side. Flames will get it back to center. Beecher. Cleared back into the San Jose end. Now Dickinson for Gaudreau. Pass to Reeves. Up top in front. They nearly converted again. Now up top for Ostapchuk. Could not get it there either. Now Dickinson will come back in his own zone. Banked off the boards back then for Gaudreau and cleared back into the San Jose zone. Now Sam Dickinson here behind the net. Will carry it the other way then for the Sharks. Ostapchuk coming in now into the zone. Stolen back then in the corner by Hanley. Big hit there by Ostapchuk down low as the San Jose fourth line getting opportunities. Parekh will bank that one around then behind the net. Reeves will dump it down low. Zane Parekh picks it up then for the Flames. Ahead now through center. Backlund. Pass all the way back into the San Jose zone. Banked off the boards back to center. Here's Misa. Back over to Celebrini with speed. Celebrini up top. Smith comes in. Waits. Shoots it off of Wolf. And out of play. That is 20 shots for San Jose. 19 of them were saved, but the one that went past was Tyler Toffoli. 1-0 San Jose here in this second period. And Will Smith with the shot there, deflected off of Dustin Wolf's stick. No shots for Calgary so far, nearly 4 minutes in. Face-off here in the Calgary zone. Backlund versus Celebrini. Taking the draw now. Backlund against Macklin. They will kick Backlund out of the face-off circle. Celebrini will come in now. Face-off is won back by the Flames. Ball off the boards then. And deflected back in the air and out of play. There's Dmitry Orlov there on the ice for the Sharks. Been one of their defensemen here on the back end. His first season in San Jose. I thought he's been good. He's created a lot of offense. That is something you can't deny. Face-off now coming again at center. It's won by the Flames. Ball off the boards then back down low into the San Jose zone. Celebrini then back for Klingberg behind the net. John Klingberg back up then for Celebrini. Backhand pass to center. Ball off the boards then for Greed and hit back then by the Sharks. Celebrini then back to center. Smith to Orlov. Orlov to Smith. Back up top. Celebrini comes in to center. Just wide. He nearly got it past Wolf, but couldn't get there in time. Now the Flames take it back the other way. Pass in there on Askarov. He'll make the save. Now Celebrini tried playing it down low. It's broken up then by the Sharks. Celebrini to center. Whitecloud. Back over then for Zary. Connor Zary now here into the zone. Stolen back by the Sharks. Sherwood over then for Kuznetsov. Pass ahead then for Gridden. Off the boards, Ferraro stolen back by Coleman. 3-on-2 for the Flames. Coleman shoots it. Saved by Ashraf. Rebounds there. And a high stick to the face on Frost. Delayed penalty here for the Sharks. They will touch. And we are going to get a Calgary power play coming up. Couple of chances there for the Flames. It'll be the player who scored the goal, Tyler Toffoli, who will head to the box. Sorry, Ferraro actually going to the box. My apologies. And Calgary will get the man advantage here, the first one of the second. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. We are at 27 likes. That's great. Thank you guys so much for being here and giving your continued support. Face-off here now won by the Flames. Perek to Frost. Down low then for Zary. Zary clears it around the boards then. Banked up top to center. Perek will take it back for Calgary. Over to Sharangovich, who will dump it down low. Askarov back off the boards then. Desharnais will clear it. Back into the Calgary zone. Dustin Wolf. Back for Perek. Perek to center. Zary comes into the zone. Over then for Backlund. Backlund stolen back by Dickinson. Cleared to center. Now Sharangovich down low then for Frost. Morgan Frost here now through center. Will clear it in on Askarov. Poke checked away. Dump back down low then into the Calgary zone. Wolf will play it with his pads. Back over to Coronado. Nearly halfway through the Calgary power play. Not a lot of opportunities here for the Flames, if any. Coronado through center, back to Green, and up top, Weegar. Pass back to Farabee. Down low then, Kadri. Kadri off the boards to Weegar. Up top, Mackenzie Weegar fires it, tipped in front and wide, I believe. It might have got on Askarov, I'm not sure. Puck is dumped all the way back into the Calgary end with 35 to go. Really good kill here by the Sharks there. Not giving Calgary anything. Kadri then off the boards to Farabee. Back down low to Kadri. Behind the net then Greedon throws it all the way back by accident. Back into the Flames end. Abysmal man advantage here for the Flames. They can't get any chances here on Askarov. Now Beecher down the right side. Stolen back then by the Sharks. Up top then Pospisil to the point to Whitecloud. Whitecloud comes in, looks, pass over, broken up. And Desharnais will clear as we're back to even strength. So San Jose kills off the Calgary power play. And it is still a 1-0 lead for the Sharks. Here's Klapka now down low behind the net. Grabbing it here for the Flames on the right side. Trying to intercept that one was Dickinson. Now off the boards to center. Sherwood through his legs. Back over to Celebrini now. Macklin Celebrini pass over. And Smith cannot convert on that puck. Here's Klapka now on the right side. He is offsides. And they will blow the play dead with 12:45 to go in this second period. Time winding down. Sharks lead 1-0. Thank you all so much for being in the commentary and tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick. I will be right back in uno momento. I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Of course. Voice is kind of losing itself. You look at the Western Conference standings here. You look at the teams that are battling for it here in the wild card race. You have the Utah Mammoth and the Seattle Kraken. They're in playoff spots. Then you have the Nashville Predators 2 points back. The Kings who are 3 points back. And then the Sharks who are 5 points back of a playoff spot. There's going to need to be some big winning streak here for the Sharks. Need the Sharks to win. Got them on your slip. Okay. Hope you can get the win, bro. So San Jose 5 points back of a spot. It is imperative they pick up these handful of points down the stretch. Shots now 18-9. They take away some of the Sharks' shooting opportunities. Through center now, Kevin Ball picks it back up. Referee has his arm raised. Delayed penalty coming up here, I believe, and it's going to be against San Jose. And they're going to send the Flames back to the power play. Sherwood will go to the box. He does not agree with that call, but whether or not he agrees with it, it'll be a Calgary power play. Eklund can't score. So power play coming up yet again for the Flames. Their first power play was not so good. We'll see how this second power play will be. Face-off in the San Jose zone is won by the Flames. Farabee tying up Desharnais on the right side. Up top, Uyghur to Coronado. Cross-ice pass down low to Greedon. Greedon now off the boards behind the net. Farabee over then for Kadri. Kadri to Farabee. Farabee to Greedon. Greedon in front. Save by Askarov. He doesn't know where it is. Greedon tried getting a shot on, was blocked. Now Graf will clear it around and up and out of play. And I didn't even turn on my clock. Sorry about that. Only 20 seconds gone, though. You didn't miss a ton. Face-off coming up here again now. 1:38 to go on the power play. It's the second one of the game for the Flames. Oh, not 26. What? No, 12:06. Face-off won by Calgary. Uyghur up top. Down low then Kadri. Pass in front. And Askarov makes the save and cleared by the Sharks down the other way. Shots 18-11. As Calgary starting to rack up some chances here. Uyghur drops it back to Kadri. Kadri through center. Pass back to Coronado. Up top, Greedon now. Clears it around then behind the net. Farabee on the right side up top, Uyghur. Uyghur to Kadri. Back to Uyghur. Uyghur to Kadri. Back to Uyghur again. Greedon pass over and Coronado can't convert. Now Kadri here down low below the line. Try to feed a pass up top. Couldn't get a direct pass on. It'll slide all the way back down the other way. And into the Calgary zone. Picking it up then with speed is Parekh. Zane Parekh will drop it back for Sharangovich. And a delayed call here against the Flames. So that will end the power play. As Morgan Frost knocks down Eklund. We're going to get some 4-on-4 followed by a brief San Jose power play. So 4-on-4 for a little bit. And then the Sharks will head to the man advantage. So that lasted long. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Face-off coming up here now in the Calgary zone. 37 seconds of 4-on-4 time, followed by a Calgary power play, or a San Jose power play. Face-off. Won by the Sharks. What's up, Rex? Turnover here for the Flames. Here's Coleman coming into the zone. Shoots it, gloved by Askarov. What a save by Yaroslav Askarov, robbing Blake Coleman with the glove. Face off here now in the San Jose zone. One back by the Sharks. Still 4-on-4 for 20 seconds. Eklund. Right side to Dickinson. Dickinson back to Eklund. Here's Eklund now back to Misa. Misa breaks into the zone. Can't get a clear shot on. Now down low in the corner. Picking it up is Coleman. Pass up then for Hanley. Through the zone, Kadri. Into the zone. Cross ice pass to Coleman. Sharks power play now on Suze. Out of the box is Sherwood. Ahead then for Eklund. Eklund holds the puck. Back to Sherwood, who will dump it around behind the net then. Played back over by Ball. Now back into the San Jose zone. Grabbing it then quickly. Celebrini. Back to Wenberg. Wenberg off the boards to Celebrini. Celebrini comes in. Below the line, Wenberg up top. Klingberg waits. Back over to Wenberg. Wenberg down low. Puck tips in the air and out of play. With 9:50 to go. And again, we've crossed over the halfway mark of this game and the period. And it is Tyler Toffoli who has picked up the only goal in this one. 9:50 again left to go. Shots 18-11. Face-off coming up here in the Calgary end. The Flames have outshot the Sharks 5-2 in this second period. Face-off won by the Sharks. Smith trying to clear it up top. Sherwood gets it back. Sherwood up top to Klingberg. Klingberg fires it on. Denied. Now Coleman through center then for Backlund. Backlund breaks it into the zone. Around now behind the net then to Celebrini over then for Klingberg. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. Trying my best to become a professional commentator. Yeah, we've got some great games off of this restart. It's been awesome. Here's Celebrini now up top. Dangling pass for Wenberg. Wenberg to Smith. Smith to Klingberg. Klingberg to Celebrini. Shoots it. Denied in front. Cleared all the way back into the Calgary zone. Full strength now here for the Flames. Now Sam Dickinson picks it up. Dickinson with speed through center. Broken up. Here's Klapka on a breakaway. Comes in. Can't tuck it. He had Askarov beat, but not enough room. Here's Misa now back to Eklund. Eklund through the zone. Will fire it on. Saved by Wolf. He'll cover up with 18:40 to go. Or 8:40 to go. An intelligent movement there by Askarov to evade Klapka. And it is still a 1-0 lead here for the Sharks. Shots are now 20-11 once again. Wild still leading the Avs 2-1. Nice. Duck said you so cooked after work. Couldn't leave your desk, but I was listening to the stream while I was at it. Nice. It was a great game last night. Joel Quenneville, 1,000 wins. Didn't even realize that coming in. If I did, I would have said something in the commentary, but I had no clue. I had no idea. But that's pretty cool. Scratch my hair. Tomorrow's Friday. Everybody happy about that? That's what I love about these Thursday commentaries. Get to come on here, commentate great hockey, and then it's Friday. All right, face-off coming up here again now. It'll be in the Calgary zone. 8:39 left to go. in this second period. Sharks lead the Flames 1-0. That's awesome, Rex. Hope you have fun. Fun fact about the last time these two teams played each other in a Watch with Nordic stream. The two goaltenders were Dustin Wolf and Georgi Romanov. Do you guys remember Romanov? Sharks fans? Played back down low then into the San Jose zone. 8:20 left to go here in period number 2. Tyler Toffoli with the only goal. Banked out to center now. It's backhanded into the zone then by Sharangovich. Now Dickinson kind of loses control of the puck in his own feet. Now banked all the way back to center. Misa racing for it now. Will dump it into the Calgary zone. Wolf. Below the line, the Kuznetsov. Cross-ice pass then to Sharangovich. Sharangovich through Senator Coronado. Coughing on my own air. Liljegren. Back up then for Goudreau. Stolen back by Parekh. Right side. Ostapchuk trying to keep it. Whistle blown here for offsides. And a faceoff will come out center. Showing off Ryan Warsofsky. I don't know if he expected his team to be where they are currently. Sharks have had an incredible season on a lot of accounts. Again, I'm not sure if anybody really thought they'd be in this position, but they've played phenomenal. Face-off here now cleared back into the San Jose zone. Ferraro will dump it back to center. Parekh trying to take it back. He's knocked off his stick. Reeves battling for it. Calgary will get it back. Klapka backhanded down low then into the San Jose zone. Askarov to Liljegren. Liljegren off the boards to Goudreau. Now Ferraro below the line then for Liljegren. Off the boards down low. Goudreau fighting with Parekh. Parekh back for Klapka. Klapka back to Reeves. Now Zane Parekh over then for Klapka in the corner, trying to get it free there. Back over then to Pospisil. 3-on-2 developing. Pospisil into the zone. Looks on the right side. Shoots it into the chest of Askarov. Shots are 20-12. What a year 2012 was. Remember when they told us that 2012 would be the end of the world? There was like a whole movie made about it and everything. We thought it'd be the end of the world. I was 5 in 2012. Trying to think how old I was. My brain is not braining. 6:53 to go. Face-off won by the Flames in the Sharks' end. Here's Greedon up top. Shoots it through traffic, denied by Askarov. Calgary will beat the Oilers. Here's Orlov. Cleared all the way back to center. Kevin Ball now gets it back down low in the corner. In the Flames' end, trying to regroup. Here's Weegar to Frost. Back over to Coleman. Coleman backhanding it down low behind the net then. Askarov in the corner to Greedon. Kurashev. Back around then to Frost. Up top. Weegar. Over then for Frost. Up top. Stolen back then by the Sharks and dumped all the way into the Calgary zone. Now 6 minutes to go here in the second period. Zary battling for it with Weegar down low. Connor Zary now will take it back for the Flames. Back into the Calgary end. Kuznetsov to Whitecloud. Off the boards to center. Celebrini tried to get it back. Stolen back by Kadri. Kadri off the boards. Farabee back down low. Intercepted then by Whitecloud. Whitecloud to Kuznetsov. Off the boards. Kadri. Back down low now. Whitecloud will get it back. Zach Whitecloud here behind the net. Cleared to center. 2-on-1. Kadri with Farabee. Kadri comes in. Waits. Fires it wide of Askarov. Couldn't convert. Now Kadri down low. Cleared all the way back up top to Weegar. Weegar at the point. Over then for Farabee. Farabee back over then the Ball. Ball in front. Saved by Askarov. The rebound was there. And it was both denied. The Flames are getting their opportunities here, but they can't convert. Yaroslav Askarov stood tall. 5:08 to go. 1-0 Sharks. Let's take a look at the goaltender stats here. Dustin Wolf, 19 saves on 20 shots, .950 save percentage. Askarov, perfect. Sharks goaltending's elite right now. Yes, it is. It is playing phenomenal. All right, here in this second period. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Like the stream down below. Subscribe if you're new. All the Sharks fans in the chat, it's great to see. Take a look at our commentary schedule. The next time we will be live will be on Monday, March 2nd, as we continue the grind to the playoffs. It'll be Maple Leafs and Flyers taking on, as well as that too, the Avalanche and the Kings. Second time Watch with Nordic matchup there for Avs Kings. First time matchup Flyers and Leafs in Watch with Nordic history. Face off here now, won by the Sharks. Ferraro off the boards, try to chip that one to center. Eklund battling for it, back over for Farabee. Farabee pass in front, shot, they score! Nazem Kadri ties the game. And he was left open up top. And the Flames roof it. There on Askarov, Kadri's 11th goal of the year. And we are tied at 1 with under 5 to go in this second period. Assist on that goal, looks like it'll be Farabee. I'm pretty sure. I don't think Ferraro touches this. Doesn't look like he does. So Kadri will get the goal. Farabee gets the assist. And we are tied at 1 apiece here in period number 2. Face off at center now is chipped back down low, then into the San Jose end. Back into the Calgary zone. Now Parekh picks it back up here on the right side. Shots are 20-16. What a year that was. Here's Gaudreau coming into the zone. Pass up top. Ostapchuk, a shot deflected by Hanley. Down low here into the corner. Now Kadri. Over then for Hanley. Hanley to Parekh. Parekh off the boards and back into the San Jose zone. Flames will grab it and clear to center. Parekh stolen back by Ostapchuk. 2-on-2. Ostapchuk into the zone with Graf. Kind of gets held to the corner. Now Graf. Up top, Ferraro. Fires it on wide behind the net. Up top then for Wenberg. Alex Wenberg now below the line behind the net. Played for with Parekh. Ferraro, a shot saved there by Wolf. Bank back to the right side. Liljegren to Wenberg up top. Cleared down low. Celebrini pass back over Ferraro to Celebrini. Denied by Wolf. What a passing play. They tried to fool Wolf. Giving it to Ferraro. He gave it right back. And Dustin Wolf robs Macklin Celebrini on the pass. 3:43 left to go in the second. Calgary has tied the hockey game. And some great opportunities here by the Sharks. Assist on those goals. They added an assist for Mackenzie Weegar on the Kadri goal. Face off here now, won by the Flames. Banked off the boards, back to center. Grabbing it then is Celebrini. Played back then for Ferraro. Ferraro off the boards to Klapka. Down low then for Backlund. Backlund battling with Celebrini. Now Ferraro battling for it here down low in the corner, trying to get that puck free. Played ahead then for Wenberg, stolen back by Klapka, comes in, shoots it, and it goes up off the crossbar and out of play. With 3:18 left to go. Sorry, I forgot to turn on the clock yet again. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. We are tied at 1. Again, we'll be back on Monday. Maple Leafs Flyers, Avalanche Kings. Face off in the San Jose zone. Michael Misa back down low to Dickinson. Dickinson off the boards to center. To Foley back over then for Whitecloud. Bank down low here now into the Calgary zone. Zach Whitecloud pass to center. Backlund ahead then for Sharangovich. Sharangovich flicks the puck up top. Ball back to Desharnais. Now Misa to the right side. Played back to center. Stolen back then by Calgary. Backlund off the boards. Misa takes it back then for the Sharks. Played to center. Whitecloud down low now for the Flames. Played to center. Whistle blown dead. And a penalty coming up against the Flames, I believe, is what's happening here. I think they're calling too many men on Calgary. Yeah. It is going to be a San Jose power play coming up as Calgary gets penalized for having too many players on. Klapka's not a fan. And it's going to be a Sharks power play. And yeah, there's 6 dudes out there on the ice. That is certainly not legal. Unless if it's the goaltender, and there are not. And the goaltender is still on the ice. So Connor Zary will serve the penalty. 2:37 to go in the second. Power play for San Jose. Sharks are 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Klingberg fires it. Saved by Wolf. Cleared around then. Celebrini. On the right side now. We'll look for options. Comes in. Pass down low to Smith. Can't get the shot on. Now Sherwood up top to Klingberg. Pass over to Celebrini. Wide of Wolf. Here's Smith now back up top to Klingberg once again. Klingberg down low to Smith. Smith pass over. Deflects in front. Wolf makes the save regardless. And Farabee will clear it back into the Sharks' end. Askarov over then for Klingberg. Klingberg will drop it back for nobody as they did not communicate on that play. Smith, pass up then to Wenberg. Wenberg back over to Sherwood. Comes in. Denied by Wolf. What a stop by Dustin Wolf, who was left all alone. As Sherwood with a really good chance. And Wolf, 25 saves on 26 shots. He's played phenomenal. Both teams in their first game back from the Olympic break. Face-off coming here now in the Calgary zone. 1:10 to go in the power play for San Jose. The face-off is won back down low then by the Flames. Ball will dump it around behind the net back to center. Calgary gets it back shorthanded. Here they come. It's Coleman. Drop back. Pass over. They can't convert. They would have had it right there, but couldn't get it through. Here's Eklund back to Toffoli. Toffoli now into the zone. Drops it back up top to Kurashev. Kurashev to Orlov. Orlov down low to Eklund. Eklund back to Misa. To Toffoli. Back to Misa. Eklund on the right circle. Flames keeping them to the outside. Misa up top to Orlov. Orlov to Misa. Waits down low Eklund. Back to Misa. Last minute of play here in this second period. Misa's shot goes wide. 20 seconds to go on the man advantage. Orlov to Misa. Misa pass over. Eklund blocked. Orlov back down low then to Eklund. 10 seconds to go. Eklund down low to Misa. Misa to Eklund. William Eklund to Misa in front. Deflected away. And we're back to full strength. Chance in front there. Eklund back over to Kurashev. Denied. Rebounds there. And covered by Wolf. That'll do it for the San Jose power play. Some decent opportunities, but overall not a ton of shots on goal. And that is all that matters. I guess all that matters is if you score. And that was not what happened. Face-off here now is kind of a tie-up at center. Back around behind the net, then into the Calgary zone. Eklund hit down low there by Kadri. Kept in the zone. Shot on, saved by Wolf. Final 20 seconds of play. Off the boards now, Zary. Down low in the corner. Back to Kuznetsov, then over for Uyghur, who tried to bank into center. Celebrini digging in now, less than 10. Celebrini fires it, saved by Wolf. Rebounds there. Denied. Sherwood here in the corner, trying to play it here with Kadri. And the whistle blows. That will do it for the second period. End of 40 here in Calgary. Or, my God, here in San Jose, between the Sharks and the Flames. 2 goals in that middle frame. They came from Toffoli and Kadri. And we'll head into the third period, tied at 1. Should be a very interesting third at that. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We'll be back for the start of the third period momentarily. That being said, let me put the stream here on the feed beside me. I'm going to make a clip there of Toffoli's goal. That's what we're going with here today. We'll talk about that second period in a moment. And all that good stuff. If you guys missed it, we did the first annual Unbox with Nordic. There will be a clip, or 2 clips that are posted from that. In case I haven't heard, the United States won the gold medal. Yes, sir, they did. I'm very happy about that. It was incredible. It was a phenomenal hockey game. Really enjoyed it, honestly. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. We have crossed over the 2,000 view mark for this commentary stream. That means a lot to me, guys. Thank you very much. Again, these are our final commentaries in the month of February. We'll be back March 2nd. And that week will be the first of 9 commentary streams the first week of March. We are starting off hot. And again, that's perfectly fine with me. You guys know I love doing this. I'm beyond excited to get going here with the commentary. .348 left in the game. Wild leading 3-1. Good. Oh, 4-1 Wild. Nice. 1-1 tie makes you feel sick after that Olympic game. Hey, man, we'll see. That was a great... again, I can't express it enough. That was such a great game. So much fun. Those Olympics were awesome. 10 out of 10. Hey, it's only one game. They beat the Mammoth yesterday. I wouldn't be that worried about the Avs. They're still in the first place spot. They won yesterday. It's a back-to-back. You got to remember that. And it's also Minnesota. They're a good team. The last time those two teams played each other, I believe the Avalanche won. So I think we were live for that game. That was the game we had 4K subscribers in. All right, uploading the Sharks clip. That's the one that will be going up on the channel here in just a moment. Are the Sharks any good? Yeah, they've been good. They're 6th in the division. They are 5 points back of a playoff spot. They've been a lot better than they've been in previous years. Oh, something just fell. What the hell? Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. So it's a 1-1 hockey game here. Tyler Toffoli and Nazem Kadri. You take a look at how the goals happened. Toffoli was a nice little passover then from Ferraro. It was a tip in the slot and gets it past Dustin Wolf. And he makes it a 1-0 lead there for the Sharks. About 15 minutes later, Nazem Kadri scores from a shot up top. Good passing movements from Farabee and Uyghur. And it becomes a 1-1 hockey game after 40 minutes of play. Phenomenal game. The Sharks with 30 shots nearly in this game so far. Dustin Wolf, 28 saves on 29 shots, .966 save percentage. Askarov in this game, 15 saves on 16 shots, .938 save percentage. So it's been a great game from that account. All right, there we go. Left Bay Area a few years ago, but always watched Stanley Cup. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Appreciate you being here, though. Yeah, Sharks are decent. You know what I should do? You guys let me know if this is a good idea. Should I put, like, the records here? If I put the team's records above where the power play would go. I don't know. I think that could work. That could be an interesting idea. Maybe. All right, let's do the... Let's do the all-time score sheet. Records would be nice. Yeah, I think that'd be a cool factor to add. You know, we're always looking to improve the commentary streams. I don't know. We'd have to see if there was enough room also. That's the other thing. Nazem Kadri, 11 points in commentaries. Yeah, I thought I could have did a better job calling it, though, to be honest with you. But that's just me. But I appreciate that. Thank you. "5-2 Wild." Holy fuck. Will we see the Flames trade before next week's deadline? We could. I think a lot of teams could be potentially making trades. Did I see what happened to the Avalanche? Thought they were better than this. Yeah, they've been struggling recently. They picked up their 10th loss of the regular season. It's not ideal, but you're not going to dominate as well as they were. Maybe they're just going through some mid-season struggles. They were on a back-to-back as well. That also was a factor. But yeah, it does feel like they're kind of teetering off a little bit in terms of how good they can really be. I'll agree with that. Myers has still not been moved yet. Yeah, so I heard today with Tyler Myers that they're evaluating his options. And it looks like Detroit and Dallas were the two teams that I heard. We'll obviously see what happens there with that. But I'm not 100% sure. I think we could see him officially get traded tomorrow or the following day. I think it's happening. If it wasn't going to happen, then they wouldn't have held him out of the lineup. I don't think he wants to leave. I think that's the thing. I don't think he wants to go, but that may not be up to him. Flames have a ton of cash. Yeah, let's go Flames. Love to hear that. I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Just give me 1 second. All right, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I have returned. Sorry about that. $35 likes on this commentary. Thank you all so much for that. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement. That would be awesome. It's funny because you want to look at the last time we streamed these two teams and how many views that commentary got. It was April 12th of 2025. Or sorry, April 7th of 2025. Guess how many views it got? 368 views. This current commentary, 2,373. The growth is really real here on this channel. And it's really shown in the commentaries. They've done so much better than they were last year. I am truly at a loss for words how good they've been. And like I've honestly never been more motivated to do this. And to come on here every single time and do commentary streams. Like, obviously, again, you know, you look at the views. And the views are incredible. But at the end of the day, it's about creating a atmosphere of people from all different backgrounds who are maybe not just fans of the two teams we're commentating, but fans of other teams who just want to come in here and talk hockey and watch me commentate hockey. I think that's the beauty of it. And that's what we're slowly building here on this channel. We got guys who are coming in here, recurring themes. It's been phenomenal. And again, in terms of the numbers, I don't try and look at them that much. Obviously, I do keep track of them, of course, obviously. But the way I see it is that and I'm going to refer to the 60,000 view stream that was our gold medal game of the men's Olympics. Best stream ever. The day it happened and the day that we were going through that, I looked at it as a real accomplishment. And I was really happy about that day, and we obviously have 5K. But the very next day I woke up and I looked at those numbers and I said, that's just another goal to beat. And that's what we're trying to do here, while also creating a really good community here of people to commentate hockey. And I love it. That's what I'm trying to say. I love this so much. 3-1 Edmonton. I should do that. I should take a look at the games that are going on and the games that are tomorrow. I'll do that in a second. Hang on. All right. Other games around the NHL currently here. Thank you, JNR. I really appreciate that. Doing my best. Other scores around the NHL. We'll take a look at tomorrow's games also. The scores of the games currently going on, obviously, since we last talked. You guys have been updating me in the chat. The Wild beat the Avalanche 5-2. Oilers and Kings is 3-1 Edmonton midway through the second. Oilers have 9 shots. Not good for whoever's in net in that game. I believe it's probably Forsberg. Hard to go from Vegas to Edmonton in the span of just a couple days. Tomorrow there are 4 games in the NHL. Sabres, Panthers, Capitals, Golden Knights. That'll be a good game. I wish I was live for that. That's a rematch of 2018. Wild and Mammoth, and then Jets and Ducks are the games tomorrow. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. We will be getting back to the third period in just a moment, as you can tell. We will see who can get that go-ahead goal here in this third period. Alrighty, let's get ready for the start of the third period here between the San Jose Sharks and the Calgary Flames. Your stats through 40. And your second period recap. Goals were scored by Tyler Toffoli and Nazem Kadri, as it is a 1-1 hockey game here through 40 minutes of play. You look ahead now to period number 3. Your stats through 40. Shots were 28-16 in favor of the Sharks. Face-off percentage was 67% in favor of the Flames. Power plays, Flames and Sharks collectively 0 for 3. Hits were 25-12 in favor of San Jose. Block shots 15-3 in favor of Calgary. Here we go. Period number 3 from SAP Center. 2 points on the line between the Sharks and the Flames, and we are underway. Face-off is won here by the Sharks. Klingberg off the boards, deflected back down low then into the Calgary zone. Kadri dumps it around then behind the net, played all the way back into the Shark zone, blown dead for an icing. Showing off Macklin Celebrini there on the ice, returning from the Olympic Games. Silver in Milano Cortina. Face-off coming up here again now in the Calgary zone. Celebrini and his team after the gold medal game, looking to get back into a playoff spot. Klingberg shoots it on, blocked. Now ball down low to Celebrini. Pass over. Graf is blocked in front. Here's Graf up top now. Orlov to Klingberg. Klingberg fires it. That one goes wide of Wolf. Now Joel Farabee on the right side to Kadri. 2-on-2. Into the zone now. He's hit there by Orlov. Here's Askarov now down low. Orlov will steal it back then for the Sharks. Orlov off the boards then. Racing forward with speed is Misa. Now Graf battling for it down low with Kuznetsov off the boards back then for Coronado into the zone. Played up then for Misa on the right side. Michael Misa here now through center to Eklund. William Eklund with speed comes in, shoots it into the chest of Dustin Wolf. Thank you, TG Live. I appreciate it. Try my best to be the GOAT. Believe me, I do. Big stack of commentary cards. As you can tell, these are what we do. This is what I do for every commentary stream. Then I put them into a little book. And that's how I keep track of all the other on-paper stats. I have them all on computer, too. But I've been doing it this way since the start. And I've kept it that same way. A lot of flashcards over here. Face-off here now in the Calgary zone. Won by the Flames. Sharangovich now 2-on-2 through center. Backlund will dump it down low into the San Jose zone. Coronado now battling for Misa. Pass in front. Jabbing at that puck. Saved by Askarov. Rebounds there. And denied. Askarov was there in front. They tried to jab that puck underneath him. But Yaroslav Askarov having to come up sharp. And that he does. Face-off will come here now in the San Jose zone. A minute and a half gone in this third period. Face-off won by the Flames. Up top now Parekh through the legs, then down low Green and pass over shot. Denied by Askarov. Now ahead here through the neutral zone. 3-on-2. Sherwood. Pass back over up the boards then. And back to center. Now Goudreau back over then to Frost. Stolen back then by Desharnais as the Flames were off sides. Now Sherwood. Shoots it into the zone. Smith comes in. Pass over. Deflected behind the net then. Weinberg up top. Desharnais shot denied by Wolf. And there's the 30th shot of the game for San Jose. Anybody into baseball? Got my Tampa Bay Rays hat here. A little Rays custom logo there. Hoping to get some more MLB hats soon. Going to travel some minor league places also soon. Face-off here now won by the Sharks. Up top now Ferraro. Poke checking it down low now. Reeves battling for it. Ferraro gets it back on the right side. Down low now. Calgary will try and clear to center. Bank back down low then into the Calgary end. Weegar. Off the boards then for Ball. Ball thrown ahead then to center. Kadri picks it up then for Calgary. 2-on-2. Looping it around now up top. Pass over is blocked now as it comes back to center. Here's Ball. Off the boards down low then Liljegren. Back to Ferraro. Mario Ferraro back over then for Liljegren. Stolen back then by Kurashev. Pick back up then. Sharangovich will drop it down low. Flames trying to break it into the San Jose zone. They're blocking it at every turn. Here's Graf. Overhead then to Celebrini. Played back down low then. Now Kurashev. Below the line now with Whitecloud. Back to Celebrini. Celebrini up top. Klingberg back to Celebrini. Can't get the pass there clearly. Now Sharangovich to center. Klingberg. Pass back down low. Macklin Celebrini now with speed through the neutral zone. Pass in front. Broken up then by Calgary. Backlund to center. Intercepted then by Kurashev. Coronado will take it back then for the Flames, and they'll regroup down low. Shots are 30-18. Coronado back up then for Frost. Here's Beecher. Shoots it. Save by Askarov with 16:25 to go. Yaroslav Askarov, 18 saves on 19 shots. Dustin Wolf, 29 saves on 30 shots. It's just been one of those games, and the goaltenders have locked it down for the most part. Face-off coming here now again in the San Jose zone. Won by the Sharks. Up top, Perek. Looks, fires it on, deflected wide. Pospisil. Down low in the corner then, back to Desharnais. Vinny Desharnais thrown up then to Misa. Misa back to Toffoli into the chest of Dustin Wolf. And yet again, another save there. No rebound allowed. That is 30 saves on the game for Dustin Wolf. He has played so well tonight. Face-off coming here now in the Calgary zone. It'll be Frost versus Misa. They will kick Misa out. Coming in now is Toffoli to take the draw. Face-off here now, won by Calgary. Ball down low now below the goal line. Feeds a pass up to center. Coleman, cross-ice pass to Weegar. Weegar comes in, shoots it. Saved by Askarov. Rebound was there. And taken away then back by Liljegren. Gridden keeps it in then for Calgary. Frost behind the net. Try to feed a pass to center now. Liljegren off the boards. Up top, Weegar. Back to Gridden. Over to Ball. Ball. Back over then for Frost. Morgan Frost stolen back then by Liljegren. Cleared to center. Good luck, Juju. Hope you can get it there. Here's Gridden back over then for Weegar through center. Connor Zary comes into the zone, puts it through his legs, gets knocked down to the ground. Now Weegar behind the net now will break it through center. John Klingberg over, pass back then, and banked into the Calgary zone. Here's Zach Whitecloud grabbing it now for the Flames. Now Wenberg takes it back. Orlov through the zone is broken up. Sharks get it right back. Klingberg off the board, stolen back then by Klapka. Klapka comes into the zone, circles back around. Played down low to the corner, now Sherwood off the boards. Cleared to center. Stolen back by Whitecloud, down low now getting it back. Kuznetsov off the boards to Backlund. Backlund pass up top. Shot! They score! Connor Zary with the go-ahead goal. And the Flames now lead 2-1. Please do not spoil Daniel. Askarov is talking to the refs. And Connor Zary there with a goal makes it 2-1 in favor of the Flames. Puck is cleared back down low then into the Calgary zone. I did realize I was behind. I apologize. Just please do not spoil in the chat next time. Cleared all the way back to center. Assist on that goal will be Backlund to Kuznetsov. Shots are 31 to 21. Whistle blown dead here for an icing against San Jose. So Connor Zary, 10th goal of the season. And good on Zary there to hit the double digit, obviously. We'll see if the Sharks can get a game-tying goal. Face off in the San Jose zone. Celebrini taking the draw now against Backlund. Sorry, Gone Wild. Here's Dickinson through center now, banked off the boards, back into the Calgary zone, stolen back then by the Flames. Weegar through center, back up then into the San Jose zone. Here's Desharnais, cleared around the right side up top, down low, pass in front, tipped, down low into the corner. No problem, gaming boy. Bank back down low here into the Calgary zone. Desharnais picks it up. Pass in front. Wolf will play that one away with a stick. Puck is cleared back down low then into the San Jose zone. It's an icing against the Flames with 13:32 to go. You can see some frustration here from the Sharks. They can't find a way to tuck this one past Dustin Wolf and make this a tied hockey game. Face-off in the Flames' end. Frost versus Misa. Face-off won by the Sharks. Cleared around now behind the net. Eklund battling for it in the corner. Cleared all the way up top now to Foley. Backhanded down low, stolen back by the Flames. Here's Frost, one-on-one with Orlov. Morgan Frost loops it around. Pass up top. Coming in then, Green in a shot blocked. Now Parekh below the line now battling forward here. Klingberg fighting with Gridden. Gridden throws it up top. Parekh, cross-ice pass, comes out of the zone. Now Kuznetsov here at center. Back over then on the right side to Foley. Bank to center. Eklund tried dumping it down low. It was stolen back then by Coleman. Now Kadri battling for it. Eklund will take it back down low. Pass up then for Liljegren, who will clear it into the Calgary end. Dustin Wolf now on the right side, banked off the boards to center. Liljegren battling for it on the right side. That's what I'm studying in school. Just trying to do this as some practice on the side. And also build a community here also. That helps too. Here's Zary. Loops it around now on the right side. Down low, Kadri. Pass over off of Askarov. And back up top. Parekh. Down low then now Farabee. Battling for it now with Ferraro. Liljegren off the boards and cleared. Back into the Calgary zone. And that'll be an icing against the Sharks. San Jose with a 16-shot first period, 12-shot second period. They're currently being outshot 6-3 here in this third period. 39 likes on this commentary. Thank you all so much. Face-off here in the Shark zone, won by the Flames. Up top, shot on is blocked. At the point now is Weegar. Weegar being tied up then down low. Right side, Sharangovich battling for now as well. Coronado trying to get that puck free on the right side as well. Remember us? Oh, you know I'll remember you guys. I will forever remember this. Here's Weegar. Banked off the boards, back down low then to the Calgary zone. Puck is tipped in the air. Now Wenberg back to Sharangovich, who will backhand it into the Sharks' end. Down low now behind the net, Dickinson. Dickinson off the boards and back into the Calgary zone. Icing yet again against the Sharks. And San Jose kind of getting hemmed here by Calgary. They can't get the puck back in the Flames' end and get shots on. There's time for them to do so, but it's running out. 11:18 left in the third. San Jose needs some chances if they want to tie this one up. Face-off won by the Flames. Up top, Whitecloud fires it on. That one's blocked. Down low, Dickinson will clear it to center. Taken back then by Wenberg. Wenberg comes in through center, blown dead for a hand pass. Wenberg is not happy about that, but we will get a commercial break. With 11:06 to go, Connor Zary with the go-ahead goal. And the Flames lead the Sharks 2-1. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. Like the stream as well. We got a good one here tonight. Should be a thrilling finish. That's for sure. Drink water. I do that so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Face-off is coming up here in a moment. Here in the neutral zone, I believe, is where this one's going to be at. And again, it's been a lot of pushing here for the Sharks. They can't seem to get the puck in the zone that much and get shots on. Face-off will come here now at center. 11:06 to go in the third. Flames lead 2-1. Off the boards now, stolen back by Kadri, who breaks it into the zone. Now Dickinson battling for it behind the net. Ferraro off the boards then for Sherwood. Played to center. Zary cleared down low now to Kadri. Nazem Kadri back up then off the boards for Dickinson. Thrown over then for Sherwood, who will dump it down low into the Calgary zone. White Cloud picks it up then, thrown back to center. Regrouping with it is Ferraro, back over to Dickinson. Approaching the halfway mark of this period. It is a 2-1 lead for Calgary. Here in our final commentary of February, shot in front there by Weinberg, denied by Wolf. Do I go live for every single Sharks game? Sadly, no. I go live for all 32 teams. I try my best to do all the teams evenly. But sadly, no, not every Sharks game. But I do go live for a lot of commentaries. And this is, I believe, like my 7th Shark stream of the year. I go live for them more frequently than I do other teams. And that's because they're a Pacific Division team. I love the doubleheaders. Here's Coleman into the zone, blown dead for an offsides. And I think we'll step aside again. Yeah. 9:51 to go in the third. Shots are 32-23 in favor of San Jose. And does it really get any closer than this? Wouldn't mind going live for every Sharks game, but who's my team? I'm a Flyers fan. Don't get to stream my team that much, though. Do I think the Sharks will make it to the playoffs? I think they can. It'd be great if they could. I would love to stream some more of them. Oilers are next to town on Saturday. A homestand for the Sharks that carries over to next week. They have plenty of home games coming up. Some experience will be great, that's for sure. Face off here now at center. Kevin Ball will dump it down low into the San Jose zone. Grabbing it then is Klingberg. Behind the net then to Orlov. Back over to Backlund. Backlund intercepted by the Sharks. Now Graf through center. Chips it down low. Icing here against the Sharks. Thank you all for tuning in. Wouldn't mind seeing the Sharks come back. I want overtime. Haven't gotten an overtime game since the gold medal game. Wouldn't mind getting that. Face off in the San Jose zone once again, but it's won by the Sharks. Klingberg off the boards to center. Colin Graf tried to grab that puck. It's banked back down low. Now Klingberg thrown to center. Over on the right side and dumped back down low then by San Jose. Wolf out of his own net back to Ball. Ball now off the boards to Sharangovich. Now Kurashev picks it up. Below the line now through center. Celebrini. Back to Graf. Colin Graf up top to Klingberg. Cross ice pass coming in. Shot. Blocked in front. Now Weegar down low. We'll try and get it to center. Here comes Coronado. Pass ahead then for Sharangovich. Sharangovich with less than 9 to go. Back over then for Coleman. Coleman. Pass over. And Klapka can't convert. Here's Michael Misa now with some room. 3-on-1. Misa will cut it back to Toffoli. Toffoli down low. Eklund. Pass in front. And just wide of Tyler Toffoli's stick. Puck comes out to center. It'll be backhanded back down low. Flames will get it back. Tipped in to the stands and out of play with 8:25 to go. We have now just crossed over the 3,000 view mark of this commentary stream. Thank you all so much for your support. Yeah, I would love to see Chernyshov back in the lineup. That'd be awesome. I love him. Face off at center ice now is won by the Sharks. Liljegren off the boards and cleared back into the Calgary zone. Whitecloud racing for it now for Calgary. Zach Whitecloud off the boards to Kadri. Banks it back down low. Into the Sharks end turnover in front. Kadri fires it. He scores! Nazem Kadri off of a turnover. And the Flames take a 2-goal lead. There goes my prediction. Nazem Kadri, his second goal of the game, assisted by Connor Zary. Off of a Liljegren turnover. Comes in there on Askarov. Fires it up top. And it is a 2-goal lead for the Flames. Oh, that sucks. Wanted to see overtime. I doubt it now. Dustin Wolf has settled in. The Flames have outshot the Sharks 8-4. .758 to go. It is now 3-1 Calgary. Shots 32-24. Nazem Kadri is second of the night. Face-off now outside of the San Jose zone, won by the Sharks. That's a guy who always scores in commentaries. Nazem Kadri always scores in Watch with Nordic live commentaries. Here's Wenberg now down low behind the net. We'll throw this one up top to the point. Shot on there by Dickinson goes wide. Flames trying to get it back. Now Wenberg regroups. Off the boards to center. Here's Graf. Down low. Pass in front. Dickinson back over then to Wenberg. Being tied up by Sharangovich. At the point, Klingberg fires it on. Backhand there denied. Now Sharangovich through center. 7:20 to go. Sharks should make a final push. I hope. Puck is back to center now. Calgary steals it back. It's Sharangovich who dumps it down low into the San Jose zone. Find the net pass in front. Sharangovich nearly made it 4-1. Another chance denied. Rebounds there. Cleared back down low to the corner. Played ahead then by the Sharks. Sherwood off the boards back into the Calgary zone. Waiting for it then is White Cloud. Over then for Backlund. Cross ice pass. And chip back down low then into the San Jose zone. Orlov off the boards now and broken back into the Calgary zone. Puck is tipped in the air. Stays in the San Jose end. Now Klapka battling forward here with Orlov. Cleared around now behind the net. Perek up top to Beecher. Beecher shoots it. Glove by Askarov. Rebounds there. And now we get some pushing and shoving between Orlov and Klapka. And things get further more physical with 6:23 to go in the third. Shots now 26 for Calgary. 10 shots for the Flames. The Sharks have been outplayed in this third period. Whether you like to admit it or not, they have certainly been outplayed. Not a great period here for the Sharks. Face-off is going to come here in the... A lot of flames and shark emojis here on my screen. That's pretty cool. Keep them coming, guys. Don't spam them, though. Like, don't send them in multiple messages in a row. 6:23 to go here. Face-off. Won by the Sharks. Down low in the corner, Dickinson trying to play it ahead. Stolen back then. Pass over and broken up quickly. And now here come the Sharks the other way. Into the zone, Celebrini comes in. Poke checked there by Weegar. Weegar now up to Zary. 6 minutes to go in the third. Farabee down low to Zary. Broken up then behind the net to Kadri. Now over then for Macklin. Celebrini off the boards. Cross ice pass stolen back by the Flames. Farabee will dump it down low then into the Shark zone. Desharnais now behind the net with 5:45 to go in the third. Here come the Sharks through center. Wenberg off the boards for Toffoli. Down low then Kuznetsov. Battling for it then Toffoli off the boards. Played up top. Wenberg to Klingberg. Shoots it. Blocked. Now Coleman steals it back. We're approaching crunch time. Crunch time, for those who don't know, is the final 5 minutes of play in a game decided by 2 goals or less. Toffoli hit that in the air with his stick. Wenberg dumps it around behind the net to Toffoli. Toffoli now below the line. Banked up top to Klingberg. Klingberg down low then for Graf. Graf up top. Ferraro to Klingberg. Shoots it. Blocked in front. Frost will clear to center. Flames take it back. Sharangovich 2-on-2. Coronado back over then for Sharangovich. Loops it around. Pass up top. Hanley tried getting it on. That one was blocked. Keep an eye out for Askarov. If they can get the puck the other way, they will pull him. Get that 6th skater on the ice. Shot by Backlund goes off of the net and out of play with time winding down. Here in period number 3, Nazem Kadri with 2 goals. It's 3-1. All right, one last time I'm going to go to the bathroom. Drinking a lot of water, so goes through me quick. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to use the bathroom super quick. Let's get ready for the latter half of this third period between the Flames and the Sharks. Nazem Kadri with 2 goals. Connor Zary with a goal also. Tyler Toffoli also. 3-1 lead for Calgary. Looking to pick up their 6th win in commentary streams. They've had 8 of them. 5-2-1. Kadri, 14 goals against the Sharks. He does very well against San Jose in his last 27 games. Kadri over 1,000 games played in the NHL. 4.5 minutes to go. Flames lead by 2. Faceoff blown dead. They will try it again. Off the draw now is won by the Sharks. Orlov. Down low then for Celebrini. Celebrini back to the right side. Pass back over then for Orlov. Keep an eye out for Askarov. Here's Celebrini backhanding it down low then into the Calgary zone. Grabbing it then on the right side's Whitecloud. Back to Sherwood. There goes Askarov. Empty net here for the Sharks. Shot up top denied. Farabee will get it back down low now. Around now behind the net. Empty net for the Sharks. Puck is cleared back to center. Celebrini now with that puck. Taking it around now to the right side through center. Back to Toffoli, a shot off of Wolf. And back down low. Eklund to Toffoli. Now ball battling for it down low. Here over to Celebrini. Pass over. Jabbing at Wolf. It's in the crease. Covered. With 3:35 to go, Alex Wenberg trying to tie this one up, but couldn't get it past the pads of Dustin Wolf. He has been awesome tonight. 31 saves on 32 shots. I don't know if that was a shot. It doesn't look like it was. Sharks are going to use their timeout here. Keep in mind, Nazem Kadri with 2 goals. .335 to go in the third. Face-off will be in the Flames' end. We'll see if they can get that goal to make it possibly 3-2. I don't have a ton of optimism about that, though. The Flames and Dustin Wolf, they seem like they've settled in. And that'll do it for the timeout. Face-off will come here in just a moment. Once again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement. Face-off here now in the Flames' end. Won by the Sharks. Tie up now at center, scrambling for it. Now Coleman will take it back. He'll fire for the empty net, blocked by Orlov. Orlov on the right side, drop back to Celebrini. Celebrini then to Sherwood. Cleared down low, then into the Calgary zone. Whitecloud off the board. Celebrini will dump it back. Coleman backhanded back, just wide of the empty net. Icing against the Flames with 3:09 to go. Thank you, Rockzilla. I appreciate it. Doing the best I can. The kind words mean a lot. They really do. Shots 33-28. Oops. Just over 3 minutes to go. Face-off once again is won by the Flames. Whitecloud will clear it all the way back down low yet again. Another icing. With now 3:02 to go. Flames just keep shooting it down the other way. Maybe one of these will be on target. They'll get that goal to seal this one up. Dustin Wolf, 32 saves on 33 shots. He deserves a shout out here. Face off in the Flame zone. One with a sharp shot on, deflected just wide. Now Wenberg. Down low now. Eklund. to Celebrini as the Flames set up. Celebrini up top. Orlov down low. Shot. Saved by Wolf. Rebounds there. Poke checked away by Calgary. Now Sherwood. Back down low. 2:40 to go. Eklund. Off the boards then. Celebrini pass in front. Broken up by the Flames. Here they come through center. Backlund fires for the empty net. He hits it. And that should do it. Michael Backlund, empty net goal, makes it 4-1 in favor of the Flames. And it was not meant to be tonight for the Sharks. Should highlight Dustin Wolf. 2.5 minutes to go still, though. But Dustin Wolf, what a game. 32 saves on 33 shots, 970 save percentage. That's pretty damn good. Yeah, Sharky, my goal is to go professional, hopefully. Face off now at center ice is won by the Sharks. Desharnais will dump it down low into the Calgary zone. Backlund assisted. Doesn't tell me yet. I couldn't tell who it was. Now down low here, Hanley battling for it in the corner. Alongside Ostapchuk, Parekh. Back off the boards then, Pospisil to center. Assist on that empty net goal for Backlund were Coronado and Whitecloud. We will be back on Monday. Those will be our next commentary streams. Flyers versus Maple Leafs. And Avalanche versus Kings. That will be 2 of 9 commentary streams on the channel next week. We are on the grind to the playoffs. That includes trade deadline. So there will be a ton of videos next week, I'm assuming. Sharks have the puck, tip back to center, 1:23 to go. This game is done. Here's Graffa's shot denied by Wolf. He'll play it around behind his own net. Now Farabee back to Kurashev. Kurashev below the line. Graff in front. Shot on there. Denied by Wolf yet again. Last minute of play. Kadri through center. He has 2 goals tonight. They'll keep Askarov in net. So was hoping he could maybe pick it up, but wasn't meant to be. Icing against the Sharks with 50.2 to go. 35 shots on goal for San Jose. 29 for the Flames. Askarov with an .893 save percentage. Wolf 971. Face off again, won by Calgary. Cleared down low into the corner. Now Smith will flip this one ahead then to center. 35 seconds to go. Clear down low into the Calgary end. Flames grab it. Hanley will clear it back down low. Now Gridden. Back into the Calgary end. Coleman gets it back. 20 seconds to go. The final commentary of February here between the San Jose Sharks and the Calgary Flames. And it ends with a 4-1 Calgary win. Dustin Wolf, a phenomenal performance. 2 goals from Nazem Kadri. And they get the big 2 points here. Your final score, Calgary 4 and the Sharks 1. Dustin Wolf, 34 saves on 35 shots. 971 save percentage. Askarov, 25 saves on 28 shots. 893. All right. That will do it for me. What a phenomenal end to February here on the channel. Thank you all so much for your support. That was awesome. We'll be back on Monday for the first of 9 commentaries next week. And hopefully even more as we wind down this month. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're nearly 20 subscribers gained in this stream. That is awesome. But that'll do it for me. I'll see you guys on March 2nd. Thank you all for tuning in.